He underwent surgery and was expected to survive. Officials speaking on condition of anonymity identified the suspect as Sayfullo Saipov and said he moved from Uzbekistan in 2010. NBC News quoted law enforcement sources as saying the attacker left a note in the truck claiming he committed the attack on behalf of the Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant. He has a Florida driver's license but was reportedly living with family in Paterson, New Jersey, sources told local media. Residents in the area said that Saipov had a wife and 2 young children. Saipov was very friendly and was an Uber driver, a friend of the suspect was quoted as saying by the New York Post. He is very good guy, he is very friendly, he is like little brother, he look at me like big brother, Matt Karoff was quoted as saying by phone from his home in Miamisburg, Ohio. My kids like him too, he is always playing with them. He is playing all the time. Uber confirmed that Saipov was one of its drivers, saying he had passed a background check. Saipov has now been banned from the taxi-hailing service. The company said it had reached out to law enforcement to provide its full assistance and was aggressively and quickly reviewing the suspect's history. The driver barreled along the bike path in a rented Home Depot truck for the equivalent of about 14 blocks, or around 0.8 of a mile, before slamming into a small yellow school bus. The first business, Safe Motors Inc., used the address of a family friend near Cincinnati with whom Saipov had stayed for a couple of weeks after his arrival in the country. The second, Bright Auto LLC, used an address near Cleveland. A trucking industry website listed Saipov at a Paterson, New Jersey, address that authorities were searching on Tuesday night. Court records related to trucking-related infractions list Saipov with addresses in Paterson and the Cleveland suburbs. Paterson is a one-time industrial hub known for its large immigrant population. About 25,000 to 30,000 Muslims live in the city, giving it one of the highest concentrations of Muslim people in the New York City area. The family friend with whom Saipov stayed in Ohio, Dilnoza Abdusamatova, told the Cincinnati Enquirer he was really calm and worked hard. New York terror attack, in pictures he always used to work. He wouldn't go to parties or anything. He only used to come home and rest and leave and go back to work, he said. Saipov has a history of traffic violations, according to media reports and court records. In one incident, he was pulled over in central Pennsylvania for pulling a truck trailer that was longer than permitted by law and operating unsafe equipment, as well as driving with the wrong operator's license, state judicial records show. U.S. President Donald Trump branded the attacker a very sick and deranged person. We must not allow ISIS to return, or enter, our country after defeating them in the Middle East and elsewhere. Enough, he said. There's no evidence to suggest a wider plot or a wider scheme. These are the actions of one individual meant to cause pain and harm and probably death, he said.